boom, all of a sudden everybody starts freaking out about this H-1B visa thing. And I've been talking with Humberto a lot, and I'm trying to decide if this is like a giant, super effective psyop, or if there's like actually a good amount of people who are legitimately racist out there, because I'm seeing crazy racist stuff online. So Humberto, first of all, thanks for joining us tonight. What's up?
Thank you, Brandon, for having me.
Yeah, it's always an honor.
I mean, you already said it. I think it's a big retcon. It's a psyop, and even though you know, I'm not happy about it. I think it was very precise. It was a masterful move from people that are enemies of the Trump administration.
But like, what, they have a giant bot farm that's like, I mean, I guess working with AI to be effective on a level it's never been effective on before. Because I'm looking at these things, and like the most extreme comments that are, straight up saying, "Oh, like only white people should be able to work in America." Like that's the shit that's getting the most likes and the most retweets. So I mean, I have a tough time believing that that's like the consensus on X. So
Well, but Brandon, let's break it down. Okay, we can blame it on racists and bots and coordinated attacks and everything. I actually think it's a splitting point in the MAGA base. I think they found the pain point, all right, and they went full speed ahead.
but the consensus before the election, like, I mean, every single person was saying, yeah, no problem with immigration as long as it's legal. So, I mean, I totally agree that there's like flaws and problems with this thing, but it's like such a crazy thing for everybody to be worked up by. I mean, it's 500,000
But
people who are working people here who aren't even here permanently out of 165 million workers in the country.
but don't you think that like we have no problem with immigration, whatever, legal immigration is good? Do you think there was like a wink wink type of situation when that was going on?
What do you mean?
That
Like conservatives were just saying, like, going along with it just to seem moderate. Like,
and to win the election, Brandon. Like I don't know. I'm not leaving anything on the table.
well, here's the thing, though. I mean, these people are arguing like, oh, we should prioritize American workers over, I guess people from India for tech stuff because they're Americans. But and like, even if they're not as good at the job as they are, but why should we be doing that with something where there's a shortage in the industry? Like I keep hearing people say that people with a STEM degree from America are having a hard time finding a job. That's not true. It's like the lowest unemployment rate for a degree. So like, it's like, is it about prioritize American workers or keeping certain people out of here?
I think American workers have been getting the short end of the stick for a while, Brandon. And I think there's a lot of people that are they're not that first of all are not racist, people from all colors and everything, um, that don't like what's going on. You know,
Yeah, but so that's not a like, this is such a drop in the bucket thing. Though, like, yeah, American workers have been getting the short end of the stick, but that's because of manufacturing jobs getting sent overseas. It's not because of a couple 100,000 specialized workers.
have you ever been to the Google campus in Palo Alto? I mean, San
No, but it
Francisco.
looks lovely. I've actually never even been to California before.
You never been to California?
No.
I've been to tech companies, and if you look around, um, they're very diverse. Um, and I think some people may, from all walks of life, colors, they may feel left out from this tech bubble and this American dream. Like, what went wrong that we don't have qualified people to fill in this wonderful, 100 plus uh, $1,000 jobs?
Well, quite honestly, it's because like there's a disgusting, gross lack of ambition amongst not everybody, but a lot of people in America. I mean, like, I'm saying this because I see it firsthand. Like, I mean, say I run into 10 people in a given day, like at least 3 out of those 10 people have a sickening lack of ambition where I want to like flip out on them. Like, they are just literally coasting through life. And it's like a attitude of like entitlement and just contentment, which, that's not like, that's where you got to respect the immigrant hustle. I mean, I read a book called The Hypomanic Edge, which talks about like certain people who are just like driven in a different type of way. And he says that the reason that America always bounces back so fast from economic crashes is because, you know, it's a nation of immigrants who are inherent risk takers, who are people that are just like starving for success. But there's a real lack of that here today. And not only that, but like I think a lot of this falls on the parents too, with like there's letting their kid go to college, not necessarily knowing what degree they want to major in, and then letting them switch their degrees a bunch of times. And then like we only have 20% of all our graduates graduating in STEM, which is like it's like a national crisis, the degree to which we need STEM workers.
All right, Brandon. Let's break that down. Do you think greed has a lot to do with that?
No, I think ignorance. What do you mean greed? How's that greed? Like greed would be what like the Indian families are doing. Like I mean, but like in a good way, where they're saying like, okay, there's this industry that's desperate for workers, so we're gonna just drill it into our kids' head, like, hey, you need to major in STEM. You're gonna obsess about this from age 12 to 18, and then you're gonna do everything in your power to get into the best possible school for this, and you're gonna make $150,000 when you graduate. But with American kids, it's like, oh yeah, babe, you could major in graphic design. Oh, you don't like graphic design anymore? Okay, babe, you could major in liberal arts. Oh, you don't like that anymore? Okay, you could major in social sciences. And they change the degree 3 times when they're in college, and then you know end up making 40 grand a year when they graduate.
Well, okay, let's break it down further, Brandon.
Okay.
I'm talking about greed because you know you have all these universities that you know they have billions and billions of dollars in endowments. All right.
Well, one second, I want to read the chat real quick. So Sam says definitely a psyop. Gen X says I'm wrong, unless he's talking about you. Gen X, tell me what either me or Humberto's wrong about. LMG says it's a wild world if animals could talk. Okay. And then Mr. Code Common Do, I think that's his name, said, what's your major? My major was national security because I have a patriotic streak. I mean, I thought that the best way to this is embarrassing. But what?
But I don't think you do, Brandon.
You only have a patriotic streak in me?
No, you're too quick to throw your people under the bus.
All right, but so answer me this. Like if you had a son that you deeply cared about, but he had a like serious lack of ambition, would you be okay with that?
I wouldn't be okay with that. But
and that's how I feel about my fellow Americans. There's a disgusting lack of ambition amongst so many Americans.
Right,
and I don't understand it, but that's the case. It's true.
No, but Brandon, come on. Let me talk. Okay. If I saw a lack of ambition in my kid, I wouldn't go find 2 or 3 more kids that are more ambitious. I will try to help my kid build a career or find something he likes to do or something.
Can I expand the analogy? Can I build on that analogy?
Yeah.
All right. So you got little Humberto here. He's 12 years old or whatever, like, or I would say 16, so it's legal. So you entrust him to operate the machine at the factory that you own, and he just like isn't capable of doing it. You can't take your eyes off him. You're worried he's gonna put his hand in the machine or fuck something up. And then you got little Jorge or like Shabib or whatever or something, who's just like ready to go crush it. You know, he'll work harder. You know, he's reliable. Like at that given moment in time, are you gonna take hours out of your day to try your best to get your son up to Shabib's level, or like you're just gonna say like, okay, like at this moment in time, I need to put Shabib or Jorge into this spot?
Okay, what's my priority? Keep on building a family business or maximize profits? What do I want to do? I want to maximize profits.
Yeah, that's it's necessary to maximize profits in order to maintain the business. So yeah,
you can maintain it at a level if profits if family goes over profits. You know.
Say that again.
Like it depends on your priorities, Brandon. If family goes on top of profits, yeah, you know, you try to help him fight his way. But if profits goes over family, yeah, bring Jorge and
Shabib
in. You know,
I think he's from India.
All right, that's not an Indian name, Brandon.
Give me one.
I can't think.
Exactly, that's why. Shabib felt right.
Raj.
Yeah, Raj is a safe bet. All right, Raj and Jorge. So, but dude, like imagine you have a massive loan, like high interest rates, the debt collectors are knocking on your door, like you don't have time to fuck around. You're not like operating at in flow state yet with your business. Like you're still in the phase where you're trying to get the thing going off the ground. Like you're not going to just entrust your son who's not capable of doing the job right away, and you're not able to take time and resources away from what you need to do to train him up. Like you're going to put somebody in there who's hungrier and ready to go.